Hello, it is February 2nd, and I'm feeding my guinea pigs. And today is the day that Miraculous Season 3 Part 2 comes to Netflix. And I am, yes, it came, well, actually, yesterday was the day, not today. Today's the day I watch it. And so I'm going to get breakfast, and then I'm going to start with, I think it said the first episode on the list is Stormy Weather 2, which I know that's probably not supposed to be the one that comes after Puppeteer 2. If Puppeteer 2 was even the last one of the first half, I don't know. Netflix is not doing it in the right order, so that's always fun. But I will get back to you after I've watched it, and so I'll see you in the next clip. I have finished Stormy Weather 2. And don't take this the wrong way, but I hated it. Nothing happened. It was just pretty much a recap episode. And the only time in my life I have watched a recap episode and it was good was the Ember Island players. That's the only good recap episode to ever exist. So unless you're making your characters watch play about themselves, it doesn't work. Because it's just like, oh, remember the time when this happened? And I'm just like, yes, I do remember that time. Now let's stop remembering that time and do something new. Because I've watched these episodes so many times that it just doesn't appeal to me to watch a recap episode. So hopefully the next episode will be better. Okay, so I just watched Kwame Buster. Was better than Stormy Weather 2. Am a little confused about how Marinette magically knows how to... I don't even know what to call it. When you say the thing and it makes the Kwame do the thing, and what am I trying to say? Like when she says Tiki Spot's on, you know? Like how did she magically know it for the mouse thing? And why is it get squeaky? That sounds so weird. Why? I mean, it wasn't... I remember getting excited when I heard about this episode, but it wasn't what I expected, I guess. Which is fine. But I don't know. So far, I'm a little underwhelmed, which I was with the first half of season 3 too. But then I eventually warmed up to it over time. I mean, I'm probably never going to warm up to Stormy Weather 2. That one was just something. But we shall see how I feel in the next episode, whatever that may be. So I just finished Feast. And I think so far, out of this half of the season, or at least what Netflix proclaims is this half of the season, this one's my favorite. What I learned from it is that Hawkmoth is just hangry this whole time. So he's just got to get a Snickers or something, because then all our problems would be resolved. And for some reason, Adrian has a banana costume just laying around his house. I don't know. And, there's one part where Master Fu said, leave them alone, and the first thing I thought of was that one episode of The Last Airbender when, Zuko is, like, trying to tell them a joke, but he can only remember the end, and the end is like, leave me alone, I'm bushed. And I don't know the beginning of it, but I don't know, I started laughing. So that was great. I liked it. Things are picking up, and my wrist is cramping, so I'm gonna stop filming and watch the next episode. So we're doing something new. We're getting up off the chair because I had to let my dog out. I just finished Reflectall. Is that what it was called? It's the Kwame swap thing. And it was enjoyable. Not as amusing as Feast, though, because there's no hangry Hawkmoth and stuff. It was still good, though. And clearly Dusu has been doing some dark magic, and that is why the Miraculous is broken. Because, I mean, Dusu's eyes are black, which means dark magic. So now we will watch the next episode, whatever that may be. I have finished Ikari Gozen. This is an episode that nobody talked about. So I didn't even know it was a thing, because I thought I knew all the episodes that were going to be showing up because people talked about them. I never heard this one mentioned. It was actually pretty good. It was slightly different. Just barely. What is my hair doing? Still not as funny as Feast, so Feast is still my favorite of this chunk. And we will now move on to the next episode. So, I just finished Desperata. I have questions. Like, whatever you want to call, well, we'll just say Viperian for now, since, you know, that's what Luca decided to call himself. But the holder of the Snake Miraculous, when they transform, what is the point of the tiny harp? What does it do? Because it doesn't do anything. It's not a weapon. It's why? Like, imagine there's like someone who's acomatized and they have a sword, and all you have is a harp. Just, what's the point of the harp? This is gonna bother me forever. I just completed Star Train, and the only thing I knew about this episode was a part that I assumed was at the end, but apparently it was at the beginning. Where, like, Marinette and Adrian fall asleep on the train. Yeah. It didn't make sense that it was at the beginning, because, I don't know, it just didn't make sense in my head. But I'd like to point out that the Horse Miraculous gives its user a boomerang, which, at least I think it's a boomerang, which is way more useful than a tiny harp. I mean, like, it got Sokka lots of places, so boomerangs are great. Tiny harps, not so much. I have just completed Time Tagger, and I feel like screaming, because that was low-key intense. Now I need to know who Hawkmoth is in the future, because it's not Hawkmoth, apparently. But does he still go by Hawkmoth? Like, is that like the thing? If you have the Butterfly Miraculous, you can only be called Hawkmoth. I don't know. Also, how comes when they're adults they can use their powers however many times they want? But, like, when you're a teenager, you can't. That makes zero sense to me. But sometimes this show doesn't make sense, and that's okay, I guess. I'm used to it at this point, so yeah. I'm looking forward to whatever is after this one. I don't know what's after this one, but we shall find out. Turns out, the next episode was Cat Blanc. Or Blanc, or I can't French, I'm sorry. I don't know what I can say without crying. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't just like Oblivio, where, you know, it's just like forget forever. I mean, it's technically never new in the first place. Oh, my hair is awful. I also feel like that scenario that played out... Okay, I'm crying. That scenario that played out was more of like one of Marinette's extreme examples of what could go wrong. So I feel like if they got together in the correct way, this wouldn't happen. And, like, I feel that they could tell each other who they are when Hawkmoth is a different Hawkmoth. Like, right now is probably not a good time. But they can still be together. They just... it was really intense. The world was right. It's a lot. I'm really crying. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting, like, everyone was freaking out about it. Like they did with Oblivio, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh, that was a little underwhelming. And then there's this, and it's... oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna watch the next episode. Hopefully it'll calm me down. This is just... oh. Okay. I'll see you after whatever the next episode is. The next episode was Felix, and oh my word, I hate the dude. I hate the dude greatly. Not as much as I hate Varen, though. We're not going to get that intense in this one. So, things that happened. Adrian's dad sat very uncomfortably weird. Adrian's cousin kind of looks like a stick of butter. And, yeah. I don't know. It was pretty much like a typical episode. There wasn't anything, like, completely... oh, wait, except the ending. When it's like, oops, now we make Hawkmoth more hangry. As if he was not hangry enough. So I just watched Ladybug, and I would like to potentially just, make a fist and accidentally bump my fist into Lila's face. Okay? Like, not punch her, just walking like this, and I just happen to walk by her, and she's just in my way, I just don't like the girl. Then again, I don't know anyone who really does like her. The part where Natalie coughs her glasses off, I've had times where I've coughed a lot, but never have I coughed so hard that my glasses have just plopped to the floor. And my dog is itching himself, and you can hear his tags rattling. But, I don't know. It wasn't, the best episode, but it was better than some episodes, like Stormy Weather 2. Okay, so I haven't actually finished an episode. I just had to go on a mini rant. First of all, I'm so thankful there's 2 more episodes, not just one. Also, I start the episode after, whatever it was. What did I just watch? Ladybug. And for everyone who has not watched these episodes yet, I'm just going to give you a warning. After Ladybug, exit, go to more episodes, and then go to the last episode, and then watch the episode before the last episode. You know why? Because it's put in order of part 2, part 1. Why? I don't know. But it just started, and it clearly was, in the middle of an episode, and I was so confused, and I was like, wait a second, this can't be right. So I paused it, and then I saw it said, Miracle Queen, Battle of the Miraculous, part 2, and I was like, part 2 of what? What is this a part 2 of? And then I realized part 1 is afterwards, because Netflix does not put this in order, and it's so frustrating. Why? I just finished Love Eater, and can I just say, that was the most terrifying akumatized victim I've ever seen. It kind of reminded me of the giant floating baby head in Phineas and Ferb, except, if it was a nightmare version of that, and There's also the fact that they're kind of starting to push like Adrian with Kagami and Luca with Marinette, and I don't like Luca that much. Like, I don't hate him. It's just that I don't really love him like everybody else, I guess. I really want her to be with Adrian though, because I've been waiting for that since the beginning, and it's just, I just want them to be together. And Adrian's a lot more interesting than Luca to me. We're gonna watch the last episode, which is for some reason not actually the last episode, and I will get back to you one more time. Okay, now I finished the last episode, even though it's not listed as the last episode because Netflix put it out of order, and I will be bitter about this forever. But anyway, I don't know about you, but I don't think I would entrust Marinette to protecting this thing that is supposed to be really important. I mean, like, one Miraculous, clearly she's, you know, she hasn't really told anyone, she's doing fine with that. Except that time when she messed up and then it caused everything to resort to chaos, and then she'd fix it, and so judging by the fact that that happened, I don't know if I would trust her with all the Miraculous. Just saying. But yeah, this second half of the season was pretty decent. I think it was a little better than the first half, except for Stormy Weather too. We're just gonna pretend that one doesn't exist. Oh, and the fact that the snake gives you a tiny harp. I don't understand the tiny harp. I just don't. So that was that. Thank you for watching. I try to upload videos every Monday. However, the week that this is going up, it probably won't be on a Monday. In fact, I think I have 2 videos coming out this week. I don't know, but I waited to film the video that's supposed to go up Monday until whenever I film it. I haven't filmed it yet, but I will. And I don't know. Things will go up at some point this week, but normally it's Mondays. So don't forget to subscribe so you can know when my videos are posted, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!